Dude, Vincent.
3487.
Dude, Vincent.
No, that's not. No, it isn't.
Dude, Vincent.
I think I'm next.
One time, hey, one time when we were in
I'll take that one.
Georgia,
I don't look at my grade.
there's a ropes course in Georgia. Like, what's the little like thing off of the highway that's a famous tourist trap? Where
It's a rope thing.
Rock Mountain, Rock, something, Rock City,
Oh, is that
something like that. But anyway, Bryce, listen. So there was this ropes course, and so I'd taken my son and my nephews. They were like, I don't know, middle school or something like that. And we were on the ropes course, and are you guys hearing my story? And there was some like littler kid on there, and they were shaking it, like of course some boys always do, shake the ropes. And then somebody goes, dude, what do you want, pot? And I was like, and so for the entire summer, that's all my son and my nephew said was like, dude, what do you want, pot? And I was like, but like, because he doesn't understand drugs, he didn't know how to say it right. For the rest of the summer, that's all my kids. Dude, what do you want, pot? That's good, I'm recording this, lovely. Okay, ready? We need to talk. Some of you, fabulous. Others of you, ow. FYI, content. If you know the content, then you're good. Lindsay, you need to put that away, please. If you know, remind me to put these on when you guys are taking your quiz. I have not put them on.
That's what
I have not put them on. But if you know the content, you're going to be highly successful. If you do not know the content, you are not going to know. This is the MCQ, but instead of choosing the right answer, what do they expect you to do? To write it down. Okay. Number one thing I have to say to you is that TEA is a thing. It's literally an acronym on purpose for you to use the acronym. Topic sentence, evidence, analyze or explain how the two of them fit together. Why you are not putting a topic sentence, I have no idea. Some of you are giving me one sentence. One. I have zero idea why you're doing that. It doesn't make any sense. You literally have to provide evidence. Put the topic sentence. Again, look at me, everybody, right now. Look at me. You're trying to make it as easy as possible. Amber, look at me now. You're trying to make it as easy as possible for the people reading your paper to grade it correctly. Somebody, again, put like 2C, 2A, 2B. Why is that a problem? Somebody answer me. Why is it a problem? It is easy to grade, but you don't want to take the chance that what? That's right, that they grade it 2A, 2B, 2C, and then they get to the middle one and be like, well, that's not right. And then just what? Mark it wrong, not noticing that you have put them out of order. Don't do anything that worsens your chances. That worsens your chances with a reader, right? Even me, what happened when I was reading that paper? I saw 3 things, and what did I do? I just started grading them the way that they're supposed to be, and I got the second one, and I was like, what? And then I looked over, like, oh, it's 2A, and don't do anything that makes it harder for me or certainly for the readers to grade your papers. Do it as well as possible. Thus the topic sentence. Why? It tells me what you're supposed to be doing to regurgitate the prompt. But don't do this. In regards to the motivation in A, really? Really, you wrote that? Several of you. This class, I graded them this morning. In regards to the motivation in A. No. What was the motivation? Finding wealth. Converting people to Catholicism. Then say that. Then say that. Don't say in regards to the motivation in A. Don't make me go back to A. You're trying to make it easy and impossible. What do? In regards to the motivation of gaining wealth, now write your answer. Everybody get it? Okay. T equals evidence means give specific examples. Specific examples. Of course it's Vincent. Of course it's Vincent. In my other class, if you know these people, Paula, phenomenal. Paula wrote 9. I don't know why. Paula Coleman wrote 9. Nonetheless, she wrote them all perfectly. She wrote 9, and they were fabulous. Brianna, 100. Nia, 95. Dalton, 95. Cody, 95. Gianni, 103. Go see these people in this class. Vincent, of course, Vincent. course that kid. Of course that kid. I didn't say Bryce. I said Vincent. Who else? Mateo. Mateo! Mateo! If Mateo could do this. Mateo! Mateo, why can he do it? Why can he do it? Why can he do it? Content, content, content. He knows the content. He knows the content. It's about putting down the answers. He knows the content. Viola, lovely. Fabulous. 103%. Vincent. Who else? Lee. Mostly there. Lee. Ask these people to see their papers, to see what they are doing that has made them write excellently on these SAQs. Again, it's because of content, 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 content. So here's the weird part that some of you guys are doing. It says in the prompt, identify and explain one significant motivation for European exploration. Number one, I don't know why. I mean, I know we talk about competition. Competition isn't the motivation. Competition is the result of the motivation. What's the motivation? What do they want? They're not motivated like, oh, I'm going to go compete against Vincent for the highest grade in the class. How many people know that's a bad choice? That is a bad choice. Nobody's doing that for competition, right? You're doing something because you want something. What do you want? It's not that you want to compete with him. What do you want? You want the 103% A. You want that he has an A and you want the A, right? So your motivation is to get good grades, not just to compete with him, but to get good grades. What was the motivation of exploration? There's 3 G's. God, gold, and glory. God, gold, and glory. Glory you wouldn't be writing about. You would absolutely write about God or gold as the motivation. Which one did you write about?
Gold.
Gold. What did you write about?
Gold.
Who was the other one?
Gold.
Gold. God. Right? So, if it was God, why did you write about God?
Because they kept trying to convert
To what?
to Catholicism.
To Catholicism. To Catholicism. Some of you guys are like, oh, and they convert to Christianity. Literally what? It's all of Latin America. Literally Catholicism. Did you say the word Spain and Portugal?
No.
No. Did you say Spain and Portugal?
Yes.
Anybody? They say European. They don't want you to say European. They're saying European so that you can talk about whom? Spain, Portugal, France, Britain, Dutch. They're doing that as an umbrella so that you can choose. What did you say you chose? Somebody chose Britain. Did somebody do Britain? Somebody did Britain and it actually was fine. Right? Most people chose Spain or Portugal. Some people chose the Dutch about Spice Islands. Right? But they're asking you to say specific examples. If they were talking about wealth, did you tell me about Potosi or you? Somebody told me about Potosi.
I did.
Potosi silver mine. Somebody told me about the Potosi silver mine. Specific details. Specific details. What did you say?
Well, I said, did I say? That's a good question.
Never mind. Never mind.
I think I said the silver.
Oh, do I have your paper?
Yes.
Why do I have your paper?
I said the mine, like 80% of it.
Yeah. 80% of that's wealth. And some of you said Manila galleons. That was you, I think. Said Manila galleons that went to China with this wealth. You could have even gone so far as to say for what? For what? What was the minute?
Silk, tea, porcelain.
Yeah, silk, porcelain, and tea. You could have gone on to say they wanted the wealth because they wanted silk, porcelain, and tea. Give specific details. That's the whole point. This is about specific details. Who? Viola. Viola, I think, was and Mateo were 2 of the last ones I graded, but I think it was Viola's paper that I just flew through, and I don't even think I read it. I do not think I even read her whole paper. Do you know why I didn't read it? What?
You saw like keywords.
I saw keywords. I saw keywords in his paper, in her paper. I saw keywords. In the first one, I don't know what it was. I saw. Oh, she said one significant motivation for European exploration was in the pursuit of gold and silver. Then I saw the names Spain and Portugal. Then I said lands rich in natural resources, wealth, and right away what? Check plus all of the words. There's all of the words in it. Then the next one. Spanish found a mountain full of silver in Latin America, 80%. China went to China to trade with the Manila galleons with this newfound wealth, right? I mean, I'm seeing all the words check plus, check plus, check plus all day. Some of you guys are writing Europe and the New World. No, she said Spain and Portugal, and she said specifically where in Spain and Portugal, quite literally a mountain of silver, Potosi silver mines. Give the specific details. I don't think I still have read every word of her essay because she had it so chock full of the correct words in every single one. I told you this, right? Did I not say this? What am I pointing at? What is my point? Your SAQs should be full of what? Terms, terms, terms. Kings, queens, emperors. Is it 1A? 1A? Somebody said this was a freaking Catholic church? Are you kidding me? Do you know this is not a Catholic church? No Catholic church in the history of man has looked like this. How do you know it's not Catholic? What? Yeah, but some Catholic churches have domes. The Sistine Chapel has a dome.
There's no art, like depicted people.
There's no people. It's all geometric shapes. It's literally a geometric shape itself. It's a geometric shape. They didn't have minarets. That would have been a telltale sign. There were a lot of domes, not just one. A Catholic church would have maybe one dome, but even mostly no, not domes in Catholic churches. But what was I saying about that? Yeah, it's not Catholic. Akbar. So 1B. How many of you? Viola probably did it. Akbar, divine faith, syncretism, jizya. When I saw that, what? Same thing with Vincent's, what? I mean, they probably don't have any other things hardly written on their papers because I just saw them. Is there anything written on your paper, Viola? No, just the checks, everything else? You, Vincent? Right.
A big irrelevant on half of it.
Right. Can I see it? Oh, and he got one check. I took away his plus sign. Mughal methods for resisting religious diversity within their empire were the jizya and having only Muslim officials. The jizya had placed all non-Muslim people within the Mughal empire, and it was a tax. Akbar the Great was the only ruler who did not use this because he believed in religious tolerance. The end. Check plus. Or no, I took it away. I took his plus away. Because then he put this. Mughals also prohibited all non-Muslims from becoming officials of higher something in their government. All of the methods encouraged people living in the Mughal Empire to convert to Islam and to avoid extra taxes and to be able to move up in the government. So he added stuff that went back the opposite direction and talked about the strict Islam. Don't go against whatever the prompt is. Like, I know what he's doing, right? He's just like, watch, I know even more cool stuff, right? Resist the temptation to put too much cool stuff. Was that you that had too many other cool things?
Maybe.
Yeah, too many other cool things. Like, you've got to address the prompt exactly. ATPE. If it's on your paper, it means address the prompt exactly and only. And only. Don't add superfluous information. Don't try to baffle me with BS. You have to know the content. You have to know the content to be able to do SAQs correctly. That's it. If you don't have great content, then you're not going to be successful. What else do I have to tell you? Capitalized proper nouns. This is an AP class. It literally makes me furious. Somebody knows because I scribbled all over their paper. Capitalized proper nouns. There and there. Really? I have to still explain this? Somebody? Amber? There and there? Can you help, please?
There, H-E-R-E is a place, and then T-H-E-I-R is like person or something.
Possession.
Yeah.
Showing possession. Please write the correct one. What does everybody put the wrong way? T-H-E-R-E they write instead of T-H-E-I-R. Put the right one. Why so spare on details? When it's all or nothing proposition, when you either get a point or you don't. Why are you writing a sentence? You have 40 minutes. How many people know you're going to have plenty of time for your SAQs? Who knows that you're either going to know it or you don't. But if you know it, what?
You got it.
You have plenty of time to write. Most of you guys all finished. Did anybody use the whole time in here? Did you use it the whole time? Yeah. So when we get to 9, for sure, you're going to be using all of that time. But all the more reason to only put what is exactly relevant. Don't spare the details. And the details are specific examples. Saying the names of the rulers, saying the country specifically. If they say Europe, don't you say Europe. What should you say? A specific country in Europe that you're going to give a specific example about. Write neatly. If I can't read it, I'm just marking it wrong. And I don't remember who this was. I think it was the other class because I didn't do it today. If you answer on the wrong page, it's a 0 from now on. I think it was second block. Somebody still wrote on the wrong page. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Everybody look in my eyes. Look in my eyes. I'm going to give you a 0. If what? If you write question 3 on page 2, I'm giving you a 0 for every single one of them. Do you understand? Why? Why am I going to do that?
Because if you do it on AP exam, it's gonna be.
That's right. They're going to do it. Why would I not do that? From now on, if you've written it on the wrong place, then it's going to be a 0. I almost want to do that if you write it out of order. Write your questions in order. You're trying to do everything possible to help people grade it. Somebody, look at Vincent's paper, look at Mateo, Viola, Paula, everybody that I said, look at their essays, and you'll see chock full of evidence, chock full, chock full, chock full. And that's why it just is easy. Bing, 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 bing. Just go straight down. T. Put a freaking topic sentence. Evidence, evidence, evidence means specifically who, kings, queens, emperors, things, exact details. Do not throw spaghetti on the wall. That's, I think, was you. Don't throw spaghetti on the wall. Don't tell me all the cool things in your head. You've got to be exactly, specifically addressing the prompt. And don't tell me other cool things just because you know them. You've got to be literally specific. Give specific examples. Who, what, when, where. Dalton did it great. I don't know. I think I have his paper somewhere. Dalton did it really, really well about specific details. Motivation was God, gold, and glory. It was not competition. Competition is a result of the desire for God, gold, and glory. Some of you guys said that people went and tried to convert other people to Christianity. There's literally a word for it. What's the word?
Missionaries.
Okay, and even better. If it was Catholics, even better.
No.
Jesuits. Are you the one that slaughtered the spelling?
Maybe. How to spell it?
You would know because I wrote it down there.
Okay, no, you
Yeah.
spelled it right.
No. So somebody slaughtered the spelling. It's easy to know. Jesus. Jesus. It's literally take the S off of Jesus and add its.
Okay.
Jesuits. Jesuits. It's the Society of Jesus. That's why they're called the Jesuits. The root word is Jesus. So that's how you remember Jesuits. But that's only what faith? Catholicism. That's only Catholics. Competition was not motivation. All right. I think I've said all the things. Does anybody have questions? Okay, can you turn the lights on, please, someone? Bye.